We have 3 different internships: the Pursuit, the Watch, and Intro. The Pursuit is geared towards 18 to 25-year-olds, and it's a daytime internship. The Watch is geared toward 18 to 30-year-olds, and it's a nighttime internship. It takes place during the night watch from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then Intro is geared toward any age group, from teenagers all the way up through adults, and it's a daytime non-resident internship.
But greatness is found in the courts of the Lord. He says, "You look good and I like you." He declares over us that we're successful now because we're His.
And I think when you really sit before the Lord, you realize I don't know Him, and I can know Him, and I want to seek Him out.
I can't live without prayer. Prayer is what I do. It's who I am. It's how I live. Fellowshipping with the Lord is a way of life now.
In the night watch, we take an aggressive posture because we are standing totally contrary and opposite to what is a normal schedule for the human body.
I want to stand before God and know that I gave my life to something that mattered in eternity. And I know that the place of prayer and fasting is what matters to God in eternity.
There's just something really precious about that hiddenness in the secret place and being a part of a few who are standing with the Lord in the night.
In the time when darkness prevails across the world, when sin is at its highest in the middle of the night, we're standing and exalting the Lord and declaring His greatness.
I think the wisest thing you could do is pray. The wisest thing you could do is get before the Lord and really figure out what's on the heart of the Lord.
It's so important to Him that He's very zealous to give us grace to be able to pray. We can't do it in our own strength.
You spend a couple hours here, a couple hours there just reading the Word, and it sinks into your heart, and it starts to change you. It starts to change your heart.
When you really get a true encounter with the Lord, and He's encountering and impacting your heart in such a way that it becomes truth, and not just something you know in your head, but something you get in your heart, it changes your life forever.
Because we're all put on this earth because we have a portion to bring, and now it's time to wake up and find out what that portion is, find out our identity in Jesus, and live up to that.
When I came here, just the whole 24/7 worship was amazing, and then just knowing that I could stand here in the night, me being a night owl already, was just awesome to know that I could redeem that time.
They will find themselves before the Lord in a way that they've never found themselves before the Lord.
It'll change your perspectives. It'll absolutely realign the way that you live and what you consider as necessary in your everyday life.
These 3 training programs all serve as a means of coming on staff at the House of Prayer. But they're not just for those who are interested in coming on staff. They're also for anybody who thinks, maybe I'm called to a season of prayer and fasting.
If you spend 3 months before the Lord in fasting and prayer, it's kind of hard to miss God.
Any time spent in fasting and prayer is never a waste of time. You never go wrong with putting yourself before the Lord in long hours of prayer. You never go wrong fasting and seeking the Lord's heart.
I feel like I've really understood that slogan, no pain, no gain. Yes, it's pain, but you also gain so much by giving yourself for 40 hours or more sitting before God.
He actually gave me my way to go after Him.
What is 3 months compared to 70 years? It is nothing. It is just but a breath. And I say God is more than worthy of all that.
If you could take one season out of your life, whatever that looks like for you, to spend before the Lord and sit before His feet, it is so worth it. I would totally recommend it. It will change your life, change your heart, and you would also receive an urgency for what's on His heart now.
This is what we were made for. We were made to behold God. You were made for unceasing prayer. The human heart was made to be in communion with God. You can do this, and if you will do this, you will find your heart come alive in the place of prayer.
This is God's dream that He's put into us, that we'll be more than just a pew warmer. We'll become a change agent in our country, a change agent in our generation.
We all have to spend our lives and our time on something. Why not spend my life and spend my emotional energy and my time on the Creator of heaven and earth? Why not give my life to something that really matters in eternity?